The localization system allows you to quickly localize text and display it in different languages for your project. To begin with, you'll go to Tools, GDTK, Localize Wizard, and if you don't already have an asset selected or created, you can do a Create New, or in our case, we can find the asset, and you can have as many as you want, so you can switch through them. These can work as resources or as downloadable content in asset bundles, which we will explore in a moment. So the first thing we do is we set up our different languages, and you can add one at a click. So let's see, we have English, Spanish, French, and German. So let's go ahead and add Russian. And as you can see, it automatically adds an entry here. Now, when you're using small data files, this is really easy to have everything in one place. But once you get to larger, it may be more convenient to do just one language at a time, and you can select that way. And that's just a simple toggle. You can also select your encoding that you save it as. And you simply put in the values that you like. Now, if you have a language that you want to get rid of, just go ahead and hit delete. It works the same for entries as well. Now, the name that you give it here is case sensitive, and this is how it looks up entries when you go to translate. You can also export to CSV or import from CSV. So that makes it really easy if you're using a third-party localization service. So let's go ahead and have a look at how we implement this. So you don't have to have any component to make localization work on its own, but for display, there are a couple of options. So first, in the language select, what we do is we have this localization event helper, and what we can do here is we can set a download wizard for when we're downloading an asset bundle. That's what we're doing. We can also set up some different events for how this is handled. You can load your asset into memory so that the entire database is always available, or you can load it in real time. The difference between these two is whether you use more memory or whether it takes longer to access them. They are both very quick depending on the size. Here, if the source is local, it looks for it in a resources directory, and if it's DLC, it will look for it as an asset bundle. So further, when we click on these buttons, we are going to use that localization helper that we showed just a moment ago, and we'll tell it to set the language. We also have these settings, which you can find easily by Tools GTK Highlight Localization Settings. And here will be the defaults. This will tell us the bundle name and bundle asset if we're using that, or the file name if we are using a resource, and a URL if we are downloading the DLC. So if we start up for the first time, it will automatically put our language as English. And we'll see right here, this is all going to get replaced real quick as soon as we start up. This also remembers your language, so if you switch over to Spanish and stop and restart, it will automatically load into Spanish. So if we change the load type from in-memory to real-time, this will happen immediately, and you can see there's not much a difference in speed here, but this is a rather small asset, so the larger it gets, the longer it's going to take. Now we'll go ahead and do a download, and we can see that we just got a localization from streaming assets, and we're going to change this to asset bundles and data source and restart. And now it is loading from the asset bundle as we go through to different things. And you can see that the text is different because this DLC was rendered specifically to be different so that we could tell the difference between things. And you can see we don't even actually have to restart. We can just do it in real time. So how does the text get displayed here? Well, we'll go into this Text Mesh Pro right here, and we can see that there is a TMP localized text. And what we do is we do an open square bracket followed by entry colon and then the ID and a closed square bracket. And if we go back into our localize wizard, we can see that welcome-body is one of our entry IDs. And that's all we do to pull from it. You can use a TMP or you can use the legacy Unity text as well. And for that, you just do a localized text. And that is all there is to it. I hope you enjoy, and until next time, goodbye.